Jury selection is officially underway in the sex trafficking trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Chloe Malas was in federal court today. And Chloe, no jurors selected, but a pretty revealing start to the 8-week trial.
Lester, that's right. It was an illuminating first day of court. Combs entered the courtroom wearing a crew neck sweater and a white button-down shirt. He had some gray in his hair and in his goatee. And at one point, he told the judge that he needed to use the bathroom and that he was feeling a little bit nervous. Now, also, several celebrities were named today, although they haven't been accused of any wrongdoing. They might be mentioned during the course of the trial. Their names are Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, Kanye West, and his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, who has accused him of years of physical and emotional abuse. And she is expected to testify during the trial. Now, Combs has vehemently denied all of the allegations against him. I also want to point out that celebrity attorney Mark Garagos, he was present in the courtroom.
The story unfolds like a Hollywood movie, but the tragedy is all too real. Sean Diddy Combs, a music icon, founder of the Bad Boy Records empire, and a familiar face at nearly every major awards show, is now sitting in a federal courtroom, facing charges that could destroy the public image and career he spent nearly 3 decades building. Once a powerful figure rubbing shoulders with Barack Obama, Jay-Z, and the biggest names in entertainment, Diddy has now become the central figure in what might be the most devastating scandal of his career. Accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura, and it all started to unravel from a video clip that's less than a minute long. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe for more. The clip, filmed back in 2016 at the luxurious Intercontinental Hotel in Beverly Hills, a hotspot for Hollywood's post-award show parties, shows a man believed to be Diddy acting aggressively toward Cassie, dragging her across the hallway floor while she appears terrified, clearly resisting. The video wasn't released immediately but leaked years later, and when it finally surfaced, it instantly became a key piece of evidence in the ongoing lawsuit.
Combs wants that video or videos excluded from trial, and for that, we turn to his motion in limine to exclude video footage of that March 5th, 2016 incident. Motion in limine is a pretrial motion that aims at preventing evidence from coming into trial or limiting it in some way. And it starts by saying, quote, "There is no longer any dispute that the CNN footage from March 5th, 2016 at the Intercontinental Hotel offered by the government at 3 separate bail hearings is wholly inaccurate, having been altered, manipulated, sped up, and edited to be out of sequence. As indicated below, CNN paid Redacted, don't know who this person is, Redacted, for footage, copied that footage in unknown ways, presented that footage out of order, and destroyed the original. Accordingly, all the footage from CNN is inaccurate and inadmissible. As for the 2 items of footage filmed by an iPhone 6, those pieces of footage are inaccurate and inadmissible as well for the reasons set out below."
What's more, Diddy himself posted an apology after the video went viral on social media, taking responsibility and admitting there was no excuse for that behavior.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom. But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, and go into rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Truly sorry.
Yet just a week before the trial, he suddenly deleted the post and completely reversed course. His legal team filed a motion to have the video excluded from evidence, arguing it had been edited, manipulated, and doesn't reflect the truth. This abrupt shift raised serious questions. Is Diddy trying to dodge accountability by manipulating the narrative? Or is this just part of a strategic legal defense from a man who knows he's cornered? Either way, one thing's clear. That 60-second video might be the very thing that lands one of music's biggest moguls behind bars for years to come. In the world of celebrities, dramatic comebacks from scandal are nothing new, but Diddy's case is playing out on a completely different level. After the violent video between him and Cassie was made public, Diddy's first response was an apology. It was a carefully worded statement posted to Instagram, unusually remorseful for a star who's long projected an untouchable persona. He acknowledged the behavior was inexcusable, claimed he had gone through therapy, and promised to become a better man. For a moment, it seemed like that might be the end of it, but it wasn't. Just 1 week before the trial was set to begin, that apology mysteriously vanished from his social media. No explanation, no comment. And almost immediately after came a surprising legal maneuver. Diddy's legal team filed a motion in limine, a legal request asking the court to exclude certain evidence from trial. In this case, that meant the video, which they claimed would unfairly prejudice the jury against him. They didn't deny the video existed. Instead, they argued it had been manipulated, sped up, edited out of sequence, and therefore didn't meet the standard for admissible evidence. They even brought in a digital video analyst named Connor McCord to testify that the footage did not accurately reflect what really happened. But the doubt here isn't about the tech, it's about the motive. If Diddy truly believed the video was misleading, why did he previously admit it was him and publicly apologize for what happened? And if this clip really was a product of media fabrication, as his lawyers now claim, then why did he rush to delete that old post when things started heating up? All of this makes it seem less like a search for truth and more like a last-ditch effort to salvage his reputation and avoid prison time. On top of that, Diddy is now pointing fingers at CNN, the major news outlet that aired the video, accusing them of manipulating public opinion. He claims they paid to license the clip from an unknown source and broadcast it in a way that distorted the truth. His legal team even went as far as to say, a picture may be worth 1,000 words, but this video is a tangled mess of bias, not evidence. The problem is, while words can be argued against, video, altered or not, is a kind of visual memory. And once someone sees it, it's nearly impossible to forget.
When I looked at that thing, to be honest, I thought that the people who was watching it, because you know at those hotels, they have security personnel that watch that stuff. And if they didn't call the police, they should be in jail. I don't care what nobody say. You know, whoever watched that tape and didn't submit that to the authorities, they should be brought up on charges.
Why do you think the video is barely coming out right now? Because you got a lot of people, you know, that's wondering why it took so long.
First of all, they know that Puff probably paid the security personnel because he knew it was on camera. When he made it to the hallway, when she made it to that phone, once that phone picked up, that's going straight to security. That's for emergency purposes only. So either the concierge or somebody that's handling emergency type situations when she picked up that phone. So now, Puff probably had somebody pay them off. 9 times out of 10, he had somebody pay them off, bruh.
It's an ironic twist for Diddy. A man who spent decades using video to craft his image through hundreds of music videos, commercials, and brand campaigns is now watching his empire crack because of one clip. A clip that wasn't shot by paparazzi or a professional crew, but by an iPhone 6, from a place he once considered completely safe, a hotel. Cassie Ventura, once seen as the muse of the bad boy empire, has now become both the central figure and the most dangerous element in Diddy's legal battle. Their relationship, which spanned over a decade, seemed to have ended quietly when they broke up in 2018. But beneath the surface, things were far from calm. After the video resurfaced and became pivotal evidence, Cassie broke her silence. She officially sided with justice and was called to testify in court. In a document filed with the court, she wrote, "I lived in a cycle of control, abuse, and silence, but not anymore."
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
What's striking is that this isn't the first time Cassie hinted at being a victim. Over the years, fans had picked up on cryptic posts, her somber demeanor on red carpets, and her sudden, unexplained absence from the music scene. In hindsight, all those signs suddenly make sense. And now, she's the only person capable of telling the full story behind a relationship that once appeared glamorous, but was actually shrouded in darkness. But the story doesn't end there. On the first day of the trial, a list of celebrity names potentially tied to the case was also made public, sending shockwaves through the media. Names like Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and Kanye West were included. While none of them are defendants, their possible involvement in the proceedings left many asking, why are they even on a list related to a case involving assault, human trafficking, and money laundering? According to a leaked source from within the legal team, these individuals may have attended private parties or exclusive gatherings hosted by Diddy, events that, according to multiple rumors, were allegedly the backdrop for inappropriate or even dangerous behavior. On Reddit and Twitter, conspiracy theories about so-called P. Diddy parties have exploded, describing them as glitzy on the outside, but disturbingly dark behind closed doors. Former bodyguards, stylists, and even service staff have come forward claiming they witnessed unusual conduct at these events, ranging from guests having their phones confiscated, windows covered up, to being required to sign strict NDAs. One particularly curious detail: back in 2011, a rumor spread that Kanye West had backed out of Diddy's birthday party at the last minute. Years later, in an indirect interview, Kanye hinted he didn't feel comfortable with the way Diddy hosted his so-called private events. Could it be that Kanye knew something he never dared to say out loud? Cassie may have been the one to spark it all, but what's being revealed now points to something much bigger, a hidden network where power, fame, and secrets have long operated behind the bright lights of show business. And that's exactly why what began as a case of domestic assault has now escalated into a full-blown federal investigation into the dark underbelly of the American entertainment industry. Diddy's case is no longer just a personal scandal. It comes at a time when Hollywood is in the midst of a reckoning, one that's been building for years. From the #MeToo movement that began in 2017 to the infamous trials of Harvey Weinstein, Russell Simmons, and more recently Trey Songz and R. Kelly, there's a pattern emerging, a shiny surface hiding years of unchecked abuse, shielded by wealth, fame, and silence. Diddy, once hailed as the king of entertainment in America, now appears to be caught in that very wave of reckoning. Many believe the federal government is using his case as a statement. There are no longer safe zones for celebrities who abuse their power. And this trial isn't just about Cassie and a shocking video. According to multiple sources, prosecutors are gathering testimony from other women, former employees, past romantic partners, who are now stepping forward. One court insider even revealed that the FBI has secured data from Diddy's iCloud, which includes encrypted messages, videos, and personal logs. While that material hasn't been made public yet, it's already been labeled as potential evidence of criminal behavior. And it's not just the legal system closing, and social media has become a battleground of its own. On platforms like Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, hashtags like #DiddyTrial, #JusticeForCassie, and #HipHopExposed have been trending across the US all week. Diddy's former supporters are now split into two camps. One side believes he's being hunted by the media and powerful enemies trying to destroy him, while the other insists this is Hollywood's long overdue moment to take out the trash and cleanse an industry that has thrived too long on a culture of silence and abuse. The controversy has even spilled into the hip-hop community, where Diddy was once an untouchable figure. Some younger rappers have started posting cryptic Instagram stories alluding to the mafia era of the music industry, while veteran names like 50 Cent, The Game, and Ice Cube have remained oddly silent. That silence hasn't gone unnoticed. People online are asking, why aren't they speaking out? Do they know something? Were they involved? Meanwhile, Cassie, once dismissed as the girl riding her boyfriend's fame, is being hailed by women's groups as a symbol of courage. Magazines like Cosmopolitan, Elle, and Teen Vogue have all published articles praising her for breaking years of silence. Fans have even begun organizing support for a legal fund to help women who've been abused by powerful figures but never had the voice or resources to fight back.